Now that we have seen the algorithm for merging two sorted arrays, let's try to write a programmatic implementation of it as well. So inside the sorting package that we have created, I'm creating a new class and I'm calling the class as merge two sorted arrays. I'm just going to add main method as well and then click on finish. Let me just close all the previous files. Let's write a separate function for merging the two sorted arrays. In the end, that function should return a resulting array. So for that, I'm going to declare a function as public static integer array merge two sorted arrays, and it will take integer array a1 comma integer array a2. Okay, these two arrays are actually sorted in ascending order or descending order. But for us, when we tried understanding the algorithm, we tried explaining the algorithm by using the ascending order sorted arrays. So what we will do, we will simply in the beginning we will define two variables to hold the positions in the arrays a1 and a2, right? So for that, int I equal to 0, int j equal to 0. Now we will have to create a resulting array whose length is equal to the sum of the lengths of a1 and a2. So integer array a result array equal to new integer array of, first let's try to store the lengths of a1 and a2 into some variables so that we can use them in the later on also. So let's say int length of a1 equal to a1 dot length. Similarly, let me just copy it and create a new variable length of a2 equal to a2 dot length. Now the resulting array length will be length of a1 plus length of a2. Okay, now let's try to create another variable to hold the current index that is being processed inside the resulting array. For that, let me just int current index equal to, since we have to start from filling the index 0, I'm initializing it with 0. Now as long as while this I is less than length of a1 and j is less than length of a2, all we have to do is, if the value at ith index, that is a1 of I, is greater than a2 of j, that means the value at the jth index is less than whatever we have it in the ith index of array 1. That means then we will have to push. See here, I'm not comparing greater, I'm only comparing it with greater than. If it is less than or equal to, automatically the value will come from the first array, which is a1. So I will simply do result array of current index equal to a2 of j. Okay, so we have successfully processed the element at jth index, so we will have to increment j to j plus 1 so that it will go on to the next position. Obviously we have filled the current index, right? So it also should go on to the next element to get the new updated value. So I'm also incrementing it by 1. If this case is not matched, then we will have to pick the value from a1 because it is less than or equal to whatever the value we have in the jth index of a2. So what we will simply do in that case, result array of current index equal to a1 of I. Okay, now we will simply increment I to I plus 1 so that it will go on to the next operation, and we will also increment current index to current index plus 1 so that it will go on to the next index in the resulting array, which needs to get filled from either the value from a1 or the value from a2. Okay, by the time we complete these two values, right, we would have exhausted one of the array values, or we could have exhausted both the array values if both arrays has the same length. But otherwise, this, if both arrays doesn't have a length, then we will have some of the values still remaining in either array 1 or array 2. So obviously we will have to take those values and fill in all the values sequentially into the resulting array. for that, what I mentioned, first I will check if the index at I value is less than a1 dot length. If this is the case, that means that we still have the values in a1 and we have completed all the values in a2. If this is the case, what I will do, then result array of current index equal to a1 of I. Okay, to move on to the next index, I'll simply do I equal to I plus 1, and then current index equal to current index plus 1. Okay, similarly, if we had current index plus 1, similarly, what if we have completed processing all the values in A1 only while comparing and pushing the values in both the arrays, but what if we have some more values left in array 2, right? To handle that case, we will simply do while j is less than a2 dot length. What we will do, we will take the values from a2 at jth index and we will put it onto resulting array. How will we do it? Result array of current index equal to a2 of j. Okay, we will simply increment j to j plus 1. To move on to next index in the resulting array, current index equal to current index plus 1. Okay, if you observe here, we have completed array 1 as well as array 2 for any remaining values in both these arrays. In the end, we will simply return the merged array, which is nothing but result array. Okay. Okay, so if you have seen the pseudocode video, it is exactly similar to whatever we have already written. So yeah, so why are we using a1 dot length? We have already taken the length, right? So we will simply take length of a1, we will simply take length of a2. I mean, a1 dot length and a2 dot length also you can use, but it's just that we have already read the values into variables a1 and a2. I'm just using those two values. Okay, the code seems perfect. Now let's try to declare two arrays, sorted arrays. Integer array a equal to 1 2, let's say 9 11, and the second array integer array b equal to, let's say, -2 2 3 5 9. Okay, now let's try to call the merge to sorted arrays function with a comma b. Okay, and it will return an integer array, right? Let's say the resulting array is merged array equal to this one. Now let's simply try to iterate over the array. I less than merged arrays dot length I plus plus system dot out dot println merged array of I. Okay, now let's try running this logic and validate the output in the console. I'll simply be right clicking, run as Java application. Okay, see the output that we have got here, -2 1 2 2 3 5 9 9 11. If you observe here, -2 1 2 2 3 9 5 9 9 11 is the correct sorted order of the resulting merged array. Okay, even if you give one value only in the array, also the same logic should work in the algorithm that we discussed. Run as Java application. Okay, even if you give only one value in one array and no values in the other array also, if you simply run Java application, if you see, we have only one value, that is 1, and the second array is empty, so we will not get any value in that array. Okay, I hope you are able to understand whatever the logic that I'm talking here. So that is how we implement merging of two sorted arrays into a single array.